From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Recon, 132 fighter. Checking. Hey, wahoo.
From the 31, Lawrence. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fant. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 18. Watch 2. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Say 26.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rabbit. Check 13. 55. 13. I got it. 49. Check 49.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They still playing soccer.
Hands it off out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Scared of it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 59. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. 24. Watch the twist. Check the backer.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's eat it up. Hey, watch the lane. Mike 2. Watch 2.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people.
And touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Diablos have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 55 now.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Switch. Check three.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Here we go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check.
Lawrence.
Check by 21. Push him back.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Check.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, I got it.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
We want it. Come to my world. Mike,
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Come on. You better bring it. Go.
A handoff for Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Set up. 30 base. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, D. Protein spill.
And they'll run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. You got 3 down.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a solid run down inside the 30. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
See me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the slant. Choose the mic. Let's go, D. Mike two. Watch two. Watch two.
Come on, D. Mike, two.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Diablos are able to stretch out their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. To Evans on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. This is the tight end Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Watch the screen. Check your hot read.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 guys. 4. Hey, 31.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
ETN once more. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, exit. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down. 50-60 outlaw.
Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day.
On first and 10, it's ETN. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Blue draw Corkers.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He's crashing. He's checking.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
5-5. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got it.
55. Mike, 55. All day.
General West.
Any day.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A lot lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Herrera. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man left, no timeout. 4 down. Alert.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This is caught by Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
You can't block me.
Another tote for ETN. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, it's a win.